Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumen and today we're having a look at Vagabond. This is a procedurally generated 2D sandbox RPG. It's inspired by games like Elder Scrolls, Legend of Zelda, Stardew Valley and even Terraria. And it has multiplayer. It also has character creation and customization. So we're going to be jumping in to have a look at that. If you'd like to do a deep dive and discover more for yourself, I'll put some links below. You can check them out. And you can, as always, use the timestamps to jump between the different parts of this video. I will say before jumping in that I love the art style. You throw pixel art like this in front of me, I'm hooked. I'm obviously going to check it out. So, without further faffing about, let's jump in. When you do create a new character, you have to first create a new world. We'll call this Lumaton. It puts a seed in here, so you can obviously share that with friends, or you can import worlds that others want to share with you. And then once you do that, it creates the world for you, and then you create your character. Your first choice is the body type. That's, I suppose, technically male body type and female body type. And I'm going to say right now, right here at the start, that all these options here are the same on both of them. So if I show you the hair there, and then I go back and I show you the hair there, it's the same. So basically you can sort of look through all the options, and as you go through, you can just switch between male and female and see what suits you better. It's just the body that's changing, not the face. So we're going to do it all in one go, and then at the end, when we randomize, you will see all the different options. You'll see basically what the character creator is capable of. So for now, let's go on male. Burly looking fellow here. And let's have a look at the options. Body color, also known as skin color. I think that they have pretty much exactly what you'd need here. Very dark, quite pale, reasonably tanned, and then everything in between. Yeah, perfect. Fantastic. Nose. I actually like the idea that you, and I'm actually going to take the facial hair off quickly so you can see it. I like the idea that you can, for a game like this, with an art style like this, just remove the nose entirely. Because more often than not, if you pick a more simple look, then in this style of game, with this art style, it actually looks better. You know? You don't want too much detail on your face, because then it looks like a big old smudge. Like if you put the biggest nose on there, there's just too much going on. You know? So a smaller one or no nose at all, it actually looks fine. It looks kind of good. And you get to change your ears. 2 different sets of ears. Or no ears, because they could be hidden under the hair. Eyes. It's basically your eye color. Look, it's kind of small. I can't exactly tell, but I think this might be green. I think that might be like a brown, or is that the brown and that's the blue? Yeah, something like that. Look, I'm not very good with colors, but you get a few different choices here. These are obviously options that are quite easy to expand upon. So if in the future the devs would like to add more, it's probably a quick enough process. Here, you get to change the hair color. We'll get to that in a moment. And you can obviously rotate here and have a look at the back of the character. For the hair specifically, I think that's a good idea. I always wonder how this is done. I realize that, I mean, I don't... Yeah, it's I guess something that is quite simple and it's sort of built in. But like, you know, they make the 2D pixel art models look completely 3D. I realize they're not. You know, you're just seeing different viewpoints of the body. Rendered or drawn in 2D, but it's actually really impressive. You know, if you think about how hard it must be to draw these hairstyles from all these different angles and have it look the same when you twist it around, I have a lot of respect for the people that do this art. This is, by the way, a very cool hair color. It's a long ponytail. Another one. Shorter hair. Flatter hair. So yeah, this is a decent selection. I actually kind of like the mohawks. And I mean, like, the pigtails. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Let's take the mohawk. Facial hair. It's like, I guess you could call that the full beard, even though it's quite a small one. And then there's 2 different mustaches. There's the droopy one and the pointy one. Yeah, that's alright. Let's take this one for now, just so we can see the hair color change, right? And then let's actually get some hair with a little more hair. I like how rich the colors are. The color choices here, they're nice. I mean, I like the one we had, but these ones are pretty decent as well. That's this one. I don't know, they just have pleasing shades. I'll say that. I'd personally most likely take the black hair if I had to create something. You'll see that when you combine them all and you sort of start flipping through the random options, there's actually a whole lot going on here. The characters, yeah, I mean, they look different. So yeah, these are some decent styles. Not a massive selection of colors for the hairstyles. And it's, I mean, that's, I guess you could say it's regrettable, but I mean, it's most likely enough. Then clothes. See, I want to say I feel like it could have been a good idea to do this for the hair as well, because you get to actually pick any color you want here. It's okay, maybe not any color, but you get to pick like most colors. And I'm going to say that the colors don't translate like one-to-one here, or at least if you look at the red that I selected here, that's definitely not the red that you have on the clothes there. Is that a good thing? Most likely, because if you had one-to-one colors, it would be a little insane. Your character would be way too bright, and you'd probably look like a bit of a clown, and B, it wouldn't work nicely with the textures. So they obviously sort of curate this a little bit. It's like when you take pink here, you can sort of see the pink shade on it, but it's not straight pink. I don't know. I honestly think that this for the hair would have been good as well. Even if it wasn't a one-to-one color, like even if you select in, like, as an example, this here, and you don't get exactly this, it might have been a better choice. But yeah, overall, it's fine. It looks alright. I mean, like, this, for instance, is not really yellow. And I wonder if I switch to the female. Yeah, it's the same. Not really yellow. Now, as we jump into the random here, and I want to say just before we do, I'm going to just, with the female body type, pick some hair that is maybe slightly more feminine. Let's take a hair color that we like. Let's take the facial hair off. Let's make the eyes like that. Put some ears on. Yeah, I mean, I want to say that's a pretty decent looking female character. Not bad. Okay. Right, now we're going to randomize. Let's see what this creator can do. Oh, you see? That is different. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. And you know what? It's not often that they actually randomize the colors over here as well. Like, they randomize in every choice that you have. So there are a lot of different combinations here. A lot of different combinations. Yeah. I want to say I think you can probably make something that looks unique and or interesting. And you'd want to, right? Because it is a multiplayer game. You can't jump in there with friends or other people. You want your character to represent you completely and fully. It's kind of nice. I will say that there are slightly less feminine styles. Slightly less, let's just say, options to make the character look more girlish, I suppose. And I mean, that could be like, I want to say from like the hair colors perspective, you could have added some pinks in there or purples or whatever. But I mean, I guess this could be sort of more grounded in reality, I suppose. I don't know where they went with this. But a few of the styles I feel lend themselves more to the male character than not. But overall, yeah, I kind of like this. I mean, again, I mentioned at the start of the video, pixel art characters and pixel art styles. I'm a sucker for them, and I will jump in and I will enjoy it regardless. Not quite as comprehensive as something like Stardew Valley or Terraria, because those games have been around for a long time, and in that long time, they've sort of built up the amount that you get to choose from when you create your character. So I figure that this will be a similar situation, and we're looking at the beginnings of a system here, more so than the end of it, or at least the final product. So for now, it's looking pretty okay. Yeah, I like it. If you guys have at all jumped into this game, if you know Vagabond at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. I love procedurally generated stuff. I like sandboxy games, and as I've mentioned twice now already, this will be the thrice pixel art man. It's great. So if you have jumped in, if you spent time with it, please tell me how it is. Tell me if I should be jumping in. And with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Check back here soon for more videos. Give this one a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. Again, if you want to support the game or check it out, you can find some links below. I'll see you guys soon. Happy creating those characters. Happy that.